First question comes from this guy who calls himself Real Singaporean on Twitter. His question is, what do you think would be a fair salary for the president?
My position is very clear. If it is $4 million, the fair salary is less than half. And if it is reduced by the salary review, probably about half. Now, I've read the views of many people, and they say, why are you paying such a big salary when you don't have much to do? I want to assure the people of Singapore, if I'm the president, there's a lot of things to do, and even so, I want to donate at least half.
I think it's a question that is quite difficult to answer. And you cannot just plug a figure from the air and say, okay, this is the amount. There must be some basis when you make this type of decisions. And I would say we have to really study the roles and responsibilities of the president. Many people think that the president is just going around waving hands and so on. But I read the report from Nathan's report. I think he's done a lot of things. Apart from the ceremonial role, the custodial role, and so on, I think it's a lot of work that is being done. Therefore, I think before we just say that, okay, we do this cut here, cut there, let's study the subject properly. There's a committee reviewing it. I will go by what the committee has decided. Oh, that's all. Okay.
My turn. The government has set up a salaries commission or committee under the chairmanship of Mr. Gerard Yee, comprising of people from a wide sector of society in Singapore. I'm sure they are studying this issue very seriously. What the compensation the president should get, the ministers should get, other public service holders. We should wait until we get the decision. And whoever is president will, I'm sure, abide by the recommendation and decision of the committee as determined by the government.
Well, we can't really, I agree with Dr. Tan Cheng, but we can't really pluck a figure from the air. But there are certain benchmarks, and I would disagree with the approach taken by the government, at least the Prime Minister in his terms of reference for a Gerard Yee committee, that you take a discount, benchmark the salaries against the salaries of CEOs, and then you take a discount. I think that is the wrong approach. The minister is not a CEO. He is a public officer looking after the public interest, and his salary should be benchmarked to somebody in public sector. Well, you have various Japan, UK, they benchmark the salary to the lowest paid civil servant. And I think we should, as public figures, we should not take the CEO salary as a starting point. I would prefer a certain multiple of minimum salary. Maybe we don't have a minimum salary in Singapore, but obviously I would advocate a minimum salary. But let's take the lowest salary of the civil servant, the lowest grade. If it is $1,000, then take a multiple of it, whether it's 20, 30, or 40. In Japan, it's 40 times because, I read a report somewhere, it's 40 times. Because salaries are low. In UK, it's lower than that, because the UK salaries are higher. So I would benchmark against public officer, if not a minimum salary. Thank you.